Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler review series of videos I've been doing for a little while now. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm gonna talk about stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I'm done with this review, I'm going inside and watching kung fu movies. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, folks, hold it, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. And folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, folks? Happens to be my Unshaven Comics. See, they all got facial hair. What is Unshaven Comics, though? Unshaven Comics is a local Illinois comic book company started by three lifelong friends who, started out in Homewood, Illinois, eventually branched out a little bit, but they've been doing the convention circuit for over a decade now, mainly with their comic book, The Samurnauts. That's kind of their flagship title. It's super badass. The title should let you know that, but there's an immortal kung fu monkey and ghost pirates and all kinds of cool stuff. It's a really nifty title. I became aware of them when I was, going around and going to conventions and stuff. I ran into them in Artist Alley, and, just ended up being one of those things where I liked what they were doing, and I became a fan, and eventually we became friends, and they're super good dudes. So I love the shirt. It's very cool. And if you happen to be interested at all in their comings and goings, what they do, let me know. I'll point you in the right direction because I think they're super fucking awesome. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Well, I just got through reviewing a brand new Frosty flavor from Wendy's, but specifically the salted caramel flavor. So go watch that review. But I wasn't just going to get a Frosty. I'm at Wendy's, plus I'm hungry, I'm this guy. Turns out they actually had a new burger. And I was like, well, there we go, 2 reviews in 1. So, boom, it's new burger. But what new burger is it specifically? This happens to be their brand new mushroom bacon cheeseburger. Ooh. Now, funny thing about your buddy Brandon Wenzel, I love mushrooms. I'm a big, big fan. On a Wendy's burger, we'll see. So, let's take a look. I mean, Wendy's, and I've reviewed lots of Wendy's stuff, so, okay. Alright, we got, okay, alright. I got it as a double because, clearly, and it looks like that's not a bad looking burger. Okay, do it like this. Ha 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 ha. And what with this being a burger, this is going to end up in my Burgers for Days reviews, playlist, I'm sorry, which is a playlist for just burger reviews. So, first of all, spare mushroom. Okay. That's kind of saucier than I was expecting. All right. Let's give it a proper go. Eh. Okay. All right. I like that. All right. Kudos on the bacon. When it comes to bacon, especially fast food bacon, it's extremely hit or miss. I'd say more miss than hit, realistically. But Wendy's, they have, pretty solid bacon. It's properly cut. Like you saw, I had to bite through that thing, so. But yeah, I mean, fundamentally, it's a Wendy's burger. It has that distinctive Wendy's burger taste. beef itself tastes nice. I would still put Wendy's up there as really being one of the best fast food burger spots. They kind of bridge the gap between like your McDonald's and your Burger Kings and like your Culver's and stuff like that, where it's a little bit more higher end kind of thing. I feel like they sort of like perfectly kind of exist in that space. They're a little bit higher end than, again, your more conventional ones, but at the same time, maybe not quite as fancy schmancy as some of the upper tier ones. But this is a good burger. Very saucy. Sauciness has a nice kind of tang to it. I should have looked up to see. I didn't think there'd be anything else added to it besides mushroom and bacon. So I didn't bother to look up the ingredients. I'm wondering if it's almost like a garlic aioli kind of thing. But that has a nice flavor to it. Bacon's nice. One thing I will say that sadly works against it, the mushrooms. And it's not that they're bad, it's just that they're not doing enough. I'm honestly surprised that if they're going to do a mushroom burger, I'm surprised they didn't do a mushroom and Swiss burger and just leave it at that, because like that's a classic, fast food burger to work off of. That combination just works really well. Again, going back to like Culver's and stuff. Like the addition of the bacon and the sauce and whatever they're using, it really drowns out the mushrooms, because if we're talking about fast food bacon being a little bit dicey, fast food mushrooms, and I'm not saying that these are bad or anything, but like they're obviously not going to be like, really nice fresh mushrooms. They're not going to carry a ton of flavor. So if you're going to use them, you need to use them in appropriate context where they're going to be able to shine through with the somewhat limited powers at their disposal. And I feel like in this, with the bacon, with the beef, with whatever that sauce is, they're just maybe in there. I mean, again, they're in there, but like you're not getting any of that like earthy sort of Moorishness that, you might, had they either used better mushrooms or used it in a burger that would work a little bit better for them. But two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Kinda and kinda. For me personally, I like the burger. Like, it's tasty. It's a Wendy's burger. It's not doing anything I dislike. However, again, it's that lack of emphasis on the mushrooms. I feel like the mushrooms really needed to be the standout here, and I don't feel like that happens. The thing is I'm almost out of space on my thing. If I would recommend it, same kind of deal. It's not a bad burger, but like if you're expecting a lot of nice mushroom flavor, you're probably not going to get it. So you have to be a little bit here or there in terms of the choosiness of it. Again, there's nothing wrong with it, but I want more mushroom flavor, and I feel like anybody getting it would probably want more mushroom flavor. Maybe go to Culver's and get the mushroom and